Oh lord. It's time for more daymare. It's time for more daymare. Hello, me! Hello! Oh god, no, stop, why is it doing that? It's because I got audio sources on for Twitch online, so I'm getting double audio from the actual Twitch output. It's not something I want. Hello, I am here though for the stream today. Monday. Post Extra Life Monday. I had a long sleep after Extra Life. I had a little nap in between because I went to London on Sunday for a conference, and it went well. I was still very tired during that, but I got even more sleep last night, and I've taken half the day off because of still recovering. So yeah, not from Extra Life. I'm going to London because that was a long day of stuff. But during that Extra Life, I went to bed about 10ish and woke up at 9, so about 11ish hours of sleep, and then I was immediately on a train going to London. And I think Linktree said they were going to try and find me. I don't think they succeeded. Maybe I should lie and be like, oh, Linktree found me, we had a great time, we both went out to a cafe, it was wonderful. Linktree made me take a tank buster, and I died. That definitely happened. 100%. This is some daymare music. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Oh. Was that a crescendo? Ooh. Hello? Well, either way, I'm going to turn this down a smidge because we're going to go through the news, chat. Something I didn't think I was going to be able to do because I decided to do a bit of metaphor before today. I was like, yeah, I'll get like about 30 minutes done, see what happens. I got locked into a 50-minute cutscene, and I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to start late and be like, I should not have played Metaphor before doing a stream. I think it's a good lesson for people. If you are playing an Atlas game, don't play it with limited time because you're gonna end up locked in cutscenes, and there's no way to save between the cutscenes. But either way, I got through it in the end, and it was a very good cutscene to be fair, so I didn't mind having to sit through all that stuff. Is chatty on? Okay, now it is. Right, we're going to go for the news. And I need to make the canvas green. I always forget one thing to do here. But that's sorted now. Chat, schedule this week. More Daymare, 1994. On Monday and Friday. I might also be able to do a Saturday stream, depending on if I have availability. But that does depend on if I have availability. For now, I'm just going to say that it's still out there and open. I'm going to have my Monday and my Friday slots as I tend to do. So there you go. Monday, Friday, Daymare 1994. We're going to build some sandcastles today and in the Friday. I'm on holiday next week. I'm celebrating my father's milestone birthday, so I'm going on a holiday with him to a cabin. It's going to be quite nice. That is going to be for 5 days. I am going to miss the launch of 6.1 for Final Fantasy 14. I don't really mind though, but considering I'm indifferent right now on 14. I don't not hating it. I'm not loving it. So I'm just kind of sitting there like I'm fine with waiting a couple of days to play this. I'm not gonna lose anything unless like the story is amazing. I was like, oh my god, the story's amazing again. But we'll see. What Extra Life chat? This music is very high energy. It's like a boss theme maybe. I don't know, but Vikings to Twitch. Extra Life 2024. I catched as much as I could. I think I missed about 5 hours of it. And I plan on making a best bits like I have previously for 2022 and 2023. This is going to take a little longer. I don't want to rush it. So the plan is I'm going to be doing it across this month. So the video should be finished by the end of November. Fingers crossed anyway. We'll see what happens. I don't want to rush it after all, but yes, that is the plan. As alongside this, I'm also starting a new Scattershot series, and I've ordered on the first part to this, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. I didn't know what color palette I wanted for the thumbnail. I was like, do I make this white and black, considering the concept art for this game, the cover art? But I was like, no, because the logo is red and orange, so I just went with that instead. We play as Soma. I was told that you can get a gun in this game. I have not seen a gun yet, but I'm looking forward to wielding a gun in a Castlevania game when we get our hands on it. We had some bosses. We had a pretty terrible area at the end of the episode in the dance hall where I kept going the wrong way and dying, and it was like, what? Why did I do this? I went down this entire route just to get 500 gold. I didn't feel like it was worth it in the end. But the game plays well. I like the characters. I like how there are more characters in this game than any other Castlevania game, like, combined. You can tell they're leaning a lot more into the story department, which I'm always down for. And I like Soma. I think he has a cool design with his white hair and his white jacket. Clock Tower 3 chat. I played this during Extra Life. I went through this. I enjoyed myself. Clock Tower 3 while I was watching Extra Life. And let me tell you, I actually quite like this game. It's very goofy. The mocap cutscenes are overly done, but in the best possible way. I enjoyed how insane they were. Alongside that, with oh, hold on. I think I just realised I didn't do something before starting this episode. I need to fix that now. Give me a sec. I enjoy how insane Clock Tower 3 is. It's a lot darker than I expected too. Like, there's actually some pretty brutal scenes of characters being murdered. Like, there's a scene of two people, a grandma and a young man, getting thrown into a vat of a barrel and then having acid poured on them. And I don't remember that from watching Maelstrom's VOD of that. I was like, what the hell is going on? But I think that is masked by the insanity of the cutscenes and how quick and fast-paced they are. They just go all over the place in terms of manic madness. It feels like whoever made the game really wanted to showcase their mocap animations, because that is like the bread and butter of this game's cutscenes. The puzzles are fun. They're not too crazy. The bosses are actually kind of cool. I like how the bosses are designed outside of the final boss, which was a pain in the ass. It just took ages, and you just moved left and right and kept hearing him say go to hell about 50,000 times. So I liked it though. I thought it was a very unique game. I didn't hate it at all. I thought it actually, if I was a fan of the Clock Tower series, I don't know if I would have loved this or not, but as someone who came back to it today, or on the first, I actually quite enjoyed it. Chat, I have also finished the Blasphemous 2 DLC. I did that after I finished Clock Tower 3. Clock Tower 3 was incredibly stupid. It reminds me a lot of Lifeline and how silly it is. Like, both of those games have a very similar energy in their craziness. Mea culpa, chat. Recommendation? I'm a little mixed. To be honest, not light mixed, a little mixed. Honestly, I think that the game is actually kind of mixed. It's weird, right? Because I praised Blasphemous 2 for being really good, and then I played the DLC, and I wasn't really getting into it. Might be because I was half asleep. Might be because it was at the second half of Extra Life, so I wasn't really thinking too much. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of how the game handled itself. To go into light spoilers, the lightest of spoilers for anyone who wants to play it. It's not a traditional DLC where you go to a new location and that's where it's all set. It feels more like an expansion of previous areas, and there are like new areas in there, but it feels more so like you can now go here in this area, you can now go here. Oh wow, we've extended this place. We've also added 3 boss fights, and one of them is really annoying. It has a couple of bosses and weapons, right? Nothing crazy. Yeah. Honestly, I know you were planning on playing it, Maelstrom, so I would suggest looking at some reviews. My honest opinion is it isn't worth coming back to. It's nothing crazy. It's not like the Bloodstained DLC. Not the Bloodstained? Yeah, the Bloodstained DLC for Blasphemous 1. It's fine for what it does, but it doesn't leave a lot in impact-wise. You just get a new weapon, and the new weapon isn't even that good. It just replaces your primary sword. Did say before I might wait and see they did a couple more deals like they did with Blasphemous 1, did do them all together. They do, yeah, that would be the best way of doing it. Honestly, the worst part is, I said after finishing the DLC that I think this would be a lot more fun to play if you started from scratch and got to the DLC areas as you were going along. But no, they put in a mechanic where you can't do that. They put in a literal pay gate. You gotta pay for the DLC to get into this. So if you have the base game, and you haven't paid for the DLC, the areas are there, but you can't reach them because they block it off with like this weird frost path effect. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest, devs. That's a bit scummy. Don't have the DLC in there. I think the best way they could have handled this DLC is just make it a new area. Just make it entirely focus in a new area, because I don't enjoy the runaround. If you do not have all the pre-doors unlocked, fast travel wise, this DLC will suck. Because you are constantly running around to previous locations doing minor things until finally you get access to actual DLC content that's mostly mid and nothing new, really. Oh my god, the synth is coming through. But yeah, that's just what I think. Metaphor update, chat. A lot of shit went down. The game had its like Shadowbringers cutscene recently that was about 2 hours long, and I was losing my mind during it. This game is amazing. Story-wise, this is the best story game I played this year, hands down. I think there's been many great games that have released this year. Rebirth. I can't think of anything else right now. Rebirth was good, but this game hasn't beaten the story department. I don't think it's my favorite game this year, because I'm not really into the combat as much as I'd want to be. I don't think it's terrible. I actually do enjoy parts of the combat, but I don't like the Shin Megami Tensei if the bosses can really fuck you up if they just get lucky. But it's fine. I was worried before beginning this stream, as I mentioned earlier. I decided to play some Metaphor before beginning the stream today. That was a terrible idea, because I ended up almost running over because the cutscene never ended. I was like, this needs to end now, because I'm doing a stream in about 5 minutes. And it did. So I'm currently mid-September, and in Castlevania Aria So I'm in a dance hall, because the dance hall sucks. I will play more of this game when I have a chance. I think tonight I'm going to start doing the best bits for Extra Life. Try and do a little bit of the first game, which is EDF. My plan with that is to not go crazy. Like, highlights-wise, I like to include a lot of stuff, but I think I'm going to just have clips. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's end this with a best game, shall we? Guess the game, where you guess the game and so do I. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I wonder what this game is. It couldn't possibly be one of Flower's favorite Resident Evil games, could it? Pre-rendered backgrounds, borders, like a cityscape. It's Resident Evil 3. Or 2. Yeah. Come on. There he is, your boy. I feel like showing this would be less obvious than showing this. Because that's Nemesis. Everyone knows what Nemesis looks like. It's like one of the icons of Resident Evil. What is this game? If you didn't get it by the Nemesis face, you'll be cooked. Yeah. This Cry of Fear? Not rated. Oh, I know what this is. SCP. Containment Breach. I used to play a bit of this. Oh, it isn't that. Okay, right. It's SCP. The Secret Laboratory is Secret Laboratory. I used to play a bit of Secret Laboratory. This is like a survival meets SCP. It was a bit rough around the edges, but it was kind of cool. It might be an interesting VOD game at some point if we can get a server running. But yeah, it was kind of cool. Right, chat, it's time to begin. Daymare, 1994, Sand Castle. I forgot if I played this with controller or not. I think I didn't play this with controller.